So yes, today's video is with a difference. As you can see, I'm all dressed up. I'm actually at a wedding, but I said I still got to do what I got to do. So I'm here today again. And this last week we read the book of Ezra, and we actually concluded the book of Ezra. And the book of Ezra was actually talking about the children of Israel and how they were going to leave captivity and how they were going to leave Babylon. That was what God promised them. And then Ezra chapter 7 verse 6 actually talks about Ezra, who the king granted all the requests he asked for. But something that caught my attention is that he said that because the hand of the Lord was upon him, the king granted him everything he wanted. And then when you go on to Esther, the book of Esther is different. The book of Esther is just favor personified. It talks about how Esther received favor, how Mordecai received favor from God, from man, and Esther became a queen from being almost a slave, and Mordecai was rewarded for something he did a long while ago that the king did not even remember. And then when you look at it, we can say that this was possible because the good hand of the Lord was also upon them. And then when we get to Nehemiah said the same thing. When we get to Nehemiah chapter 2 from verse 7 to 9, he actually says that the king gave him everything he wants because the good hand of the Lord was upon him. So that tells me something, that there's something about the good hand of the Lord. And if you want to translate that, the good hand of the Lord is like saying that the favor of God is upon you. That's what it means. And it said that when he started the work, there were a lot of opposition. And that's just the same thing. When God gives us ideas, when God gives us instruction, people will oppose us. The devil will oppose us, especially when you're going in the right direction. People will tend to be used to want to lead you astray. Sometimes it might be your family, but it's not them. So don't shoot the messenger, just shoot the message itself. And so I want to encourage us that when we are following what God has told us to do, let us not be distracted. Let us keep our eyes on the focus, no matter what's going on, no matter the storm. Just remember that Jesus is in that storm with you. And I pray that as you go into this week, that the high hand of the Lord will be upon you. That everything you desire to do this week, the high hand of the Lord will show up for you, and you will have a wonderful and testimony-filled week in Jesus' name. Have a blessed week.